So I am 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend. No roster, never been on a dating app.
You know, my next boyfriend, yeah, he has to spend 6 months with my dad, learning everything my dad knows.
I have a question. Why don't men value women anymore?
Reminder, your needs will not be too much for the right person.
I think at this point, I'm accepting that, like, okay, no one's gonna, like, yearn for me.
You know, my next boyfriend, yeah, he has to spend 6 months with my dad, learning everything my dad knows, and he has to be my dad's apprentice. That's what's going to happen, because my dad can fix cars, build things, build a kitchen, plumbing, electrics, build a pool, anything you want my dad can do, yeah? He's a man of all fucking talents. So my next boyfriend needs to be carbon copy of my dad, because I need everything that my dad can do, my boyfriend needs to be able to do. And these men are too busy focusing on a flipping boxing career that's getting them nowhere, and a fucking football career that's getting them nowhere. Genuinely, I am sick to death of it. They're 25 begging a boxing career. Babes, you're boxing with infants. You may as well be their flipping coach. You're 25 kicking a football around on a pitch. You're not going to make it. You're now 25. Just leave it there.
I don't have a problem with women wanting a capable man, but when you hear these types of women talking about the kind of man that they want and the way they describe that guy, it's all about them. I mean, just listen to this woman. It's me, 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 me. That's all you're going to hear. And it's about the man doing everything that he can to come and fulfill her life. And many of these women saying that like they want this sort of traditional man, but they don't always understand what create that kind of guy. They just see the guy, think about the benefits that they want from him, and be like, hey, you know what? I want that man, but they don't understand why I built that guy. And many of these girls are not traditional women themselves. They want everything, but they don't want to bring nothing to the relationship that makes it grow.
Reminder, your needs will not be too much for the right person. And the love that you want exists out there. It's never perfect, right? Like the brain is programmed to see 50% positivity, 50% negativity at all times, especially in relationships. But there is love out there where you feel like the vast majority of the time you're getting your needs met.
I have a question. Why don't men value women anymore?
Well, the answer is actually quite simple, although I'm sure it's going to upset some women out there. The reason that a lot of men don't seem to value a lot of women anymore is because, well, quite frankly, a lot of those women don't seem to place much value in themselves.
Like, what happened? Y'all used to cherish us. What happened?
Whenever I hear questions like this, I have to ask myself, do a lot of the women that are genuinely wondering what happened not see the average post that some women post on social media in regards to their opinions about men? It's quite genuinely disgusting. And a lot of men are realizing that some women certainly aren't worth their time, and they're certainly not worth cherishing if that's how they're going to behave. Unfortunately, it is the fault of a lot of women why most men don't cherish women anymore.
A lot of women who ask this question, why don't men value women anymore? And the thing is that it's not that guys today do not value women, it's that women today do not value themselves, and therefore guys do not take them serious. Because if we look in the dating scene, right, what do we see? We see a bunch of women who are very entitled, dress very provocatively. They don't have any self-respect for themselves. So why would any serious guy go out there and trying to take you serious and date you just to find out you're not even the woman that you pretend to be? It's just a bad investment, because down the line, you're going to be a headache and a thorn in that guy's side. The kinds of women that men value today are very rare to find, because men today are looking at a whole lot of entitled women who think that they deserve something just because they exist. The reality is that men still value women, men still like women, men still want to date women. But women make it so hard that a lot of men just back off, and they make men not even want to date them anymore because of them. And they don't even see that they're doing it. What's even worse is that social media made it worse because men can see the way women talk now. They see the contempt for men, the jokes about using men, the mocking of the the mocking of the average man, the I don't need a man attitude 1 minute, then why don't men cherish me or cherish women anymore? It's just bullshit.
I love watching videos of women talking about their dating experience in the city. And I would never like downplay or question a woman that says that she's been having a very tough time, because dating these days is very hard. It's extremely hard. But I honestly feel that for some women, the reason why it's hard to date is because society has made us believe that a man who is financially average is not good enough to be with. You're conditioned to think that the term average is not a good thing. The term average means that you are settling for something less. A lot of men in the city are financially average, which means that they're not broke. I'm not saying they're broke, but in terms of dating, they can only afford to give you like the princess experience once in a while versus the princess lifestyle.
I think at this point, I'm accepting that, like, okay, no one's gonna like yearn for me. No one's gonna, love me in that way. And like, that's fine. It's fine. I think I'm just coming to the conclusion or the reality that maybe not everyone in this lifetime is meant to experience a deep love, like a yearning, a romantic type of beautiful, deep love. And I truly am starting to believe that I'm just one of those people that in this lifetime, it's not in the cards for me. I'm 30 years old and I've yet to experience that. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm 30 years old. Not to say the 30 is old, but to have never experienced like not even a high school type of love or in your 20s type of love. Like at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe it's not in the cards for me. Maybe the only way I'll get like my fix or my feel of that is through the movies and through these shows that I watch. Because when I watch like From Scratch or One Day, or Normal People, or these movies and shows that you like feel so deeply for these characters, I feel like I'm like in it. Maybe that's the universe being like, you already feel too much, so we'll let you experience this type of love that you crave through the movies and through the shows. But like in your actual life, it's not in the cards. And maybe that's the case. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's pathetic. But I think I'm just coming to that conclusion. Like, okay, maybe I don't know what I did in my past life or what I experienced in my past life, but maybe it was just like really shitty that the universe is like maybe protecting me from experiencing that. I don't know. We're just gonna start dating around for the plot, I guess, for the story times, for the experiences, but maybe not for like the love, because I just don't think that's out there for me in this lifetime. And maybe that's okay.
Many women like this saying they want love, but when love shows up in a regular package, which is a regular guy, they say that they don't want that kind of guy because that love feels boring. The thing is, women don't usually get to 30 without ignoring a whole lot of good men. And that doesn't mean that every man who wanted you was the right man. But by 30, most women have had some good opportunities to find a good guy. They just blew it. They just ignored that man. They just went out to parties, living their lives, being passed around. That's what was entertaining to them back then. And this here is really a cycle, because we've seen many women who get to this point, by their age, like by 30, like 35, and then they start saying how they want love now all of a sudden. That's not the plan they had in mind. We have many other women who have had those same goals, who wanted to be married, and they made it happen because they started choosing better men earlier on.